Assalamu alaikum. Mr. Moderator, our distinguished guests, brothers and sisters, our friends and our enemies.
As Muslims, that's shameful. Because it should be the opposite, right? It should be the opposite. We should be saving ourselves and our families from the fire. We should be calling our neighbors and our family members to Islam and things like this. We have to be gentle with them. We have to have mercy with them, right? And with the enemies, we should be harsh.
Straight up, if I ever seen Daniel, I'm going to smack the hell out of him. If I ever see him anywhere, wallahi akhi, I say Allah is my witness. I'm gonna smack the hell out of this coward. He's a coward. This dude is a coward, man.
He is a coward. He is a coward for sure, right? But he's a coward who has mastered the algorithms, and he's essentially learned how to monetize his message towards a certain demographic of Muslims who are trying to get close to whiteness. You get me?
You're 100% correct.
Yeah, so that's what he does, right? He appeals to this type of demographic, which is a lot of these these young incels, you know what I mean? It's just so weird. Like, if you've seen some of the
on the real, man, see me and you, we black, and we know how white people are. White people will never accept them. They will always be the white man's subordinates in America. That's all they will ever be. They would never. White man will never allow them to enter it.
They are open with that, though. That's the thing. We as black people, we have to understand that they are okay with being subordinate to white folk, and they've always been okay with.
They've always been historically. They've always been subordinate.
Yeah, they're fine with that. You have even South Asians in India right now. They worship. I kid you not. I put the video out. They're worshiping Donald Trump like a god. Okay, these Hindus. Okay, they're worshiping Donald Trump like a god. Okay, like worship, like ibadah. Okay, and I put the video out. You know what I'm saying? So they want that close proximity to whiteness, and they're very happy to step over black people's necks to get to that proximity.
See,
so
listen,
black people, we have to understand that if this is going on right now, then why are you wasting all your time begging these people for brotherhood? They don't want your brotherhood. They want white folks' brotherhood.
Listen, man. I'm gonna put my foot in Daniel's ass if I ever see this guy. See, if a lot of black folks listen, man, and wallahi akhi, people always ask, why do I live amongst the Arabs, and the Arab people would say, no, police don't do this in the Arab country, and if they do it, people sooner or later people get tired, and people actually fight the government, fight the police. They will go ahead on until the message is gotten like, yo, you can't oppress the people, right? If black people keep on allowing people to disrespect us, whether it's the police, whether it's other people in our faith, and I'm talking to Muslims and non-Muslims, you keep on allowing people to disrespect you even in your own faith, you do nothing about it, the oppression is going to keep on going on and on until you put your foot down. Wallah, if I ever see Daniel, he ever come through New York, I'm gonna go look for him, and I'm gonna put my foot in that white boy's ass. I hope they replay that on YouTube. I'm putting my foot in his ass.
Well,
but listen, okay, listen. I was incarcerated when I was young, right? And when I was in prison from the age of 19 going on 20 to about 24, 25. Wallahi, akhi, I never intentionally got another fight with another black inmate, black or Hispanic. And here in New York, there's a lot of race riots in prison between blacks and Latinos, right? I was Muslim. Wallahi, I never got into a physical fight intentionally with a black or Latino person. I used to tell myself at the age of 19, 20, we all incarcerated in here. We all are oppressed by the same people. Why are we fighting each other? Okay, I'm not afraid of fighting white folks. See, and a lot of black people always ask who live outside the U.S. why black people are scared to fight white folks and people oppress them because we fear death, we practice individualism, and we're not together. So we don't look at see that we have the numbers to fight, right? But we see each other as an individual, looking at only myself and not looking at we are collective as a group. We're very strong. Wallahi, when I was in prison, never had a fight with anybody black or Latino, but I had a lot of fights with correction officers when I was locked up. Got a knot in my head. I always knew white people are our enemies. When I was in prison, before I went to prison, I was running the streets. I always had a black consciousness, but reality hit me when I went to prison. When I went to prison, I see like my mom used to tell me about how racist white folks is. My mother grew up in Jim Crow, Mississippi. My mom told me how racist white folks. I used to go to school with them, see they racist. When I was in prison, reality hit me. Real reality, yo, who really run the country? Why are black people, we the minority in New York, but we the majority in prison? Why are they building all the prisons in all white neighborhoods and all white communities and everybody working is all the white country folks who are from the Klan or races? That's how it is upstate New York. Wallahi, if I see Daniel, I'll put my foot in his ass. See, and if somebody stepped to him, and that's the thing, no African American Muslim ever stepped to this guy. No one stepped to him, rather yet they shaking his hand. They're like, yeah, they agree with him. Why he's spilling this hate? Why he's spilling this hate? He's agreeing with him. And I'm gonna say right here, brother Idris Palmer, maybe last year I showed them what Daniel said about black folks, and I know he's a big supporter of Daniel. He told me he's gonna go and talk to him. See, you guys keep on want to rub your shoulders with these people who are racist towards black folks and have no problem attacking them. See, if people start stepping to Daniel, if black African American Muslims start pressing this dude, that dude would shut the hell up, man. He would shut his mouth. He would think twice before he say anything. He would think twice because black folks, especially the Salafi brothers, they're the biggest cowards. I'm gonna be blunt. All the Salafi brothers in America, majority of them, all of them are cowards. They're cowards. We only got beef with each other. We only got beef with other black people and black imams. But when somebody outside our community attack us, we got nothing to say because we cowards. We are cowards.
Well, I will say this about the Salafis though. That aspect right now is changing, and it's changing. And we could see that Salafis are actually, particularly black Salafis, are waking up to what's going on, even by their behavior. I saw on Facebook recently, actually. What's that brother from Britain? What's his name? Abu Tamia, right? Abu Tamia.
Yes.
Right. So he came to. I guess he's in the States somewhere or whatever.
He's going to
right?
He going like on a tour, yeah, in the States.
A tour or whatever, right? And then one of those South Africa, man, those pubs types.
Yeah, I see what they said about hope his go to
exactly.
Money
right?
Masters and those other people. That.
Yeah, right. But so then somebody sent a photo from your city, from New York, right? Either New York or Philly, and they said all of Philly or all of New York showed up to support Abu Tamia. So bump these guys, man. People are waking up. They're starting to see it. They're starting to recognize. And actually, the brother C.O. Edwards, he put out like a really amazing video recently, incredible video on his channel about what destroyed the Salafi Dawah in the West. Right? It's a short video, like a 4 or 5 minute video, man. And he just it was broken. It was broken down very nicely, right? So it's basically saying, there was this fanaticism about Saudi politics and getting involved in the issues of Saudi and ignoring the issues in the black community. And this went on for decades and blah, 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 blah. But it's changing now. And even the mindset of black folk are changing.
I think personally about the Salafi Dawah in America, it's finished, Doc. It's finished. I'm gonna be blunt. Because The reason why it's finished, you know,
I wouldn't say that. I
I
wouldn't
think
say
it's
that.
finished. I think it'll be.
It's,
I think it'll be. Mm,
I, what I see happening right now is that old style of infiltration, right? I think we needed that. I think we needed that because we needed to see how dubious and devious and wicked people can be in order to grow from it. And I think we're in a growing period right now. That's what I see, because people are talking different, bro. People are talking different,
I
they're acting different. You know what I mean?
I think it's going to be different. I think
Mm-hmm.
like, you know, some of the good brothers from the Salafi community that are learned, I think they're going to focus on teaching their community, and these people want to grow. But for like the mainstream or uh, the commercial version of Salafi, what we see on social media, that stuff is going to die out because they're not educating and they're not building institutions, and a lot of them don't even have the qualifications to really even teach religion, except for a
Well,
few, right?
there's definitely this type of clash or this type of tension between the grassroots and the YouTubian Salafis. That is there. There's no doubt that is there, right? And we will always clash with those YouTubian Salafis because they're dangerous. They're very dangerous. I haven't seen that they're worse. Like the danger that they are, it's the amount, the danger they present or they provide is actually on a larger scale than Spubs ever could do. Because you're talking about platforming the most hostile elements against the black community and guise it and dress it up like a Halloween costume as Salafia. You get it? So that's why I said that experience that we experienced from Spubs and them, that's kind of good because now we can see this other stuff coming, like the AIM Institute. Been there, done that.
Yeah,
As a
yeah,
matter of
yeah.
fact, we've been there for like a good 20 years. So when you come with that AIM Institute crap, right, we gonna pick it out quickly. You get it? If we didn't have that experience, we wouldn't be able to see that. And that, what happened with AIM, is I haven't seen anything worse than that.
Yeah, I think it's going to get worse though.
Yeah. So
Because I,
there will be this tension and this conflict between the grassroots, what's going on in the grassroots level, and the YouTubian elite level.
because I think the AIM conference invited Daniel hurted their Dawa big time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know they try to distance themselves from Daniel, but literally and visually, what the last time Daniel was with them, they really didn't, by words, they didn't distance themselves from them. I mean, they didn't distance themselves from Daniel. You know, they just tried
No,
to correct
you
them.
see, really, it's bigger than Daniel because what's happening is Daniel gave all these other YouTubians the bravado to come out with their alt-right political leanings. He's the one who made them brave enough to do it. You get it? So you
Yeah,
find
but they
now,
embraced them. But
yeah,
they embraced these
yeah,
individuals. That's the problem.
yeah,
And so they
yeah.
expose that they themselves are racist by, you know. Listen, man. I'm as a Muslim. Just think about. I'm a da'i, and
Mm,
if me as a black Abu Bara invite
mm,
invite Louis Farrakhan on YouTube on your
mm,
channel,
mm,
me and you would
mm.
catch heat, right? They would
Yeah,
say
of course.
why we are associating himself. So I gotta say same thing about them with Daniel, with all his rhetoric. Why they're still
And I
inviting
wish
him?
that Biscuit would. As a matter of fact, I should do a Farrakhan Fridays. Every Friday we're doing Farrakhan. You know what I'm saying?
Paper gold. You see, black folks are chumps. If America were to tell you to bring all the rocks in this country to her, and she'll give you $1 million for it, you'll do it. And the next day she'll tell you we're using rocks for currencies, chump.